It's personal between me and you, and I'm going to do you some serious harm, you big stiff idiot.
The Untouchable True School Sports Empire proudly presents something the boxing games are missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. Now, this is the official Ismael Barroso versus Ohara Davies post-fight review. And listen, there's not a ton to review because the fight ended quickly and swiftly.
Yeah.
Ismael Barroso gets justice for the horrible stoppage back last year against Rolly. He gets vindication as he absolutely beats the brakes off of Ohara Davies and stops him in a devastating first round knockout demolition job. Before I give my thoughts, Pops, what are your thoughts on Barroso beating up Ohara Davies?
I'm a firm believer of the American dream and opportunity. And I think Barroso had his first taste of a big opportunity against Rolly. Didn't get his way the way he wanted. He did knock out Rolly in that fight and didn't get in his favor. But he came back and had another opportunity, and he made the best of it. And we see what the Venezuelan fighter did. Shout out to the Venezuelan people. To get that opportunity, to get that interim belt or whatever it's called he got, I'm happy for him. I wish him the best. For what his name is?
Ohara Davies.
Ohara Davies. If you must not really study your opponent the way you should have, and you weren't ready for this fight, because obviously this wouldn't have been the outcome if you were ready to fight.
Well, one thing about it is he was throwing that right hand. He was squaring up a little too much, and Barroso caught him in the middle of squaring up.
Yeah, but in my opinion, but you might know better than I do, I seen him grace. I didn't really see. Does he have that power?
When you got heavy hands like that, you don't got. When you got hands like Barroso, punch power like him, you don't got to touch him too hard.
Yeah, De La Hoya said the same thing.
You don't got to. So
yeah.
You know, look, it's devastating for Ohara Davies because this is a guy that, you know, early in his career, when he was a prospect, he fought Josh Taylor, came up short against Catterall.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Ohara Davies, you know, has went through a lot in his career. You know, I remember when he was a big prospect in boxing at one point in time, and Eddie Hearn kind of threw him under the bus, and so and he's had to kind of work his way back to this position. And Golden Boy signed him, and they had high hopes for him, and they were talking about him fighting Rolly next if he would have won this fight.
Wow.
He was a minus 500 favorite, and just like that, his American dream, at least for the time being, I don't know what's gonna happen to him, but it goes up in smokes. Hopefully, Golden Boy don't cut him because he got beat up bad.
Yeah, and I would say
Barroso.
one thing.
Bad.
I've never seen Rolly come out and like really shake somebody's
He got
hand.
on the ring apron and shit.
Go ahead.
After the fight was done, Rolly got on the ring apron and literally gave Barroso a hug and was happy to see him and congratulated him.
That's not Rolly. Rolly was talking, but he did say, like Brendan said, he called it, right?
Listen, people making fun of Rolly when he was saying, "Nah, I'm not fighting that guy again. That motherfucker can punch."
He said that?
Yeah, those were his exact words. And we saw tonight that once again, Rolly was right. Rolly a boxing genius. Rolly know boxing, right? So shout out to Rolly, shout out to Barroso. And as far as Barroso is concerned, he now has a good bargaining chip. Guys like him need this kind of bargaining chip because otherwise nobody would ever fight him. He won the WBA interim title, so now, you know, theoretically speaking, he can fight. Let's see, who's the WBA champion at 40? Rolly. It's Rolly, right? So theoretically, he
called him out.
He could challenge Rolly for the title, but if Rolly don't want to fight him, the next guy in line, the highest ranking guy in line, it's a tough fight. Kenneth Sims Jr.
Yeah,
the boss man.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you this, I like the boss man. The boss man's a fantastic skilled boxer. But Barroso hit you the wrong way the wrong time. That changed everything.
Well, that's the thing.
So I would love to see that fight for Barroso. Kenneth Sims Jr. is, in my opinion, a world championship caliber fighter. He's needed that opportunity for a long time at that top level to do that. And I think Barroso, with the kind of value excitement he's generating in these performances, it'd be a great test for not just Sims, but also for Barroso in fighting Sims.
Yeah, and one thing BT always tells me, timing is always everything. So maybe this is the timing for the bossman Sims to come in here and get that opportunity one against a hungry fighter like Barroso.
And I'll say just like
shout out to M&R Promotion.
I'll say it just like this, man. I don't want. Listen, I would love to see Barroso fight anybody. Pro Gray, Haney.
You think he's got the power?
Matias.
You think he's got the power?
Yes. What you think? Yes. Rolly told you. You believe Rolly?
Yeah, Rolly.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know. Aaron Barbosa found this card had an underwhelming performance. I mean that's a fight. Jose Ramirez, who just signed with Golden Boy.
Yeah.
I know I've had a lot to say about Jose Ramirez. I'll tell you this: if Jose Ramirez want to really show me something, because he ain't shown me anything for years now. And if you want to show the boxing world in the 40 division something, except excuses to not fight top competition.
Yeah.
You want to listen. If I'm Jose Ramirez, make the Barroso fight. Go to Golden Boy right now. You tell him, hey, Give me that fight right there. Let me see. Is he ranked in the WBA?
Oh,
Is he ranked? Could he even do that?
Who's that?
So he's not even ranked in the WBA.
What's the Maurice? He passed him.
No, he's in the WBA. It's WBA right here. No, he's not ranked. So, yeah, man. Lot of interesting fights. I know Ryan Garcia doesn't have an opponent yet.
Mm-hmm.
Why not? Why not fight the old man? Mm-hmm. Do better than Rolly.
Man, I just can't believe that this guy, like Venice told me, he said, Pops, he's got some power. He got some pop.
But realistically, look, all those names are great. I'd be nice to see Barroso get a big payday against someone like that and get a chance to
Deserves it.
Get a big name because he's really putting in that work. But more than likely, the most realistic fights from are Barbosa. I said Barbosa.
Yeah,
Barbosa, Arnold Barbosa Jr. or Jose Ramirez. So, Pops, when I say, apart from Kenneth Sims, we talked about earlier, when I say Barbosa and when I say Jose Ramirez, what do you think about those matchups for Barroso?
I think he could beat Barbosa Jr. because he really didn't impress me at all. He got no pop. He had no power in this.
So you don't think he'll have the pop to keep
nope.
Barroso honest? I'll say that Barroso, one thing about him too, it's not just that he has power. It's that he's got skills. He got. Yeah. Remember, that was a counterpunch he landed that. So he actually has timing. So it's a combination of timing, heavy hands, and punching power.
Yeah, so, woo!
That's a dangerous combination.
For Barbosa Jr. But what was the other one you asked me?
Jose Ramirez, former champion.
I don't like, but I lost a lot of respect for him. And I'm listening to the video because I think he makes too many excuses. But if he goes in there, I'm still riding with the old man from Venezuela.
That's your guy.
I just like the fact that this guy came in there and I know that when he's gonna pop. He's not gonna worry about doing the politics and making excuses. This and that.
Oh, I got robbed. He's taking it out the judge's hands.
Yeah.
He said, look, man, I come from communism. The boxing game.
I come from
Listen, Barroso's been around for years. I remember years ago.
Is that old?
I'll tell you guys before I end the video. Yeah. I'll tell you guys a story and then I'll end the video. Right. So I'm talking back as far back as 2016.
Holy crap!
I remember when Ismael Barroso was co-promoted by Greg Cohen Promotions. And
Cohen?
Yes.
Oh, shit.
He was co-promoted by Greg. Yeah. He was co-promoted by Greg Cohen Promotions. And I remember I knew a guy that worked for Greg Cohen. You may remember this guy, Pops. A guy named Cliff Mass. He's not in boxing no more. He sells. He got out of boxing.
Okay.
He sells watches and shit now.
Okay.
But anyway, Cliff back then was telling me while he was working for Greg Cohen Promotions that the fight he always wanted to make before I forgot.
Was it Young Barroso?
It was Young Barroso. I forgot who he lost to. You guys can tell me. He fought a British fighter and he wound up losing to him. But before he lost to that British fighter, the fight that was talked about at one point in time, quiet as kept, was Ismael Barroso versus Terrence Crawford at 135.
Holy crap.
Now, it never came to fruition because Barroso wound up losing to some British fighter who I can't remember right now.
Mm-hmm.
But he's been around for a long time, and he's one of these guys where he's dangerous. Guys don't want to fight him because, look, he clearly knows he can box. Aggressive, thunderous counterpuncher.
But I will say
hard
this.
guy to beat.
Yeah, and I'll say this. You can't judge a book by his cover. When you see him coming to the ring, you're like, I'm gonna fuck this guy. Yeah,
hobo, old man looking.
Yeah,
dude,
with big ears and everything.
Yeah.
But shout out to Venezuela, man. This guy came out here, lived the American dream. Shout out to
With Royland R is retired, as far as I'm concerned, Ismael Barroso is the
face
of Venezuelan boxing. Venezuela!
Venezuela! Huepa! Pa' que lo sepa! Venezuela va pa'lante!
So yeah, man, look, in a sense, I kind of feel like Barroso's rise to prominence in boxing is great.
I love stories like that.
It's a bit similar to Zhang, but I actually think it's actually a better story than Zhang because Zhang was already an Olympic silver medalist. He added the fact that boxing is desperate for a Chinese star,
yeah.
So they're always going to try to promote him. Even though, no matter what happened, he was always going to try to get that promotion just because Bob Arum and boxing was so desperate to create a Chinese star. So he even a guy like Zhang was going to get more opportunities than Barroso. Barroso ain't getting nothing handed to him.
No,
nothing.
And let's be serious. And no disrespect to M&R Boxing out here in South Florida.
Laura Ching and whatnot.
Yeah, God bless them. They're a promotional company, small, very, very small promotional company that's trying to make it and do for the fighters. So for him to come to Venezuela, come here and do this and make a name for himself. I mean, he was a B-side when he fought Rolly. I guarantee you, he was not the favorite in this fight either.
He was not.
So he came in and he took advantage of that. So how we want to look at it, he's got the interim belt. You got to go out there fighting.
So there you have it. He's in the position, man. Shout out to Ismael Barroso for putting on a great...
Venezuela pa'lante.
He stole the whole show. He stole the whole damn show.
El sueño americano, para que lo sepa.
But,
the American dream.
Let us know what you guys think. Who do you guys want to see Ismael Barroso fight next? What do you guys think make sense for him? How do you think he would fare against the champions such as Devin Haney, a Rolly rematch, Sabine Matias, Tiffany Lopez, as well as fights against the likes of Richard Hitchens, Sander Martin,
so forth.
Jose Ramirez, Arma Barbosa. Let us know in the comments. We want to hear from you guys. But leave your comments down below. Make sure you guys take the time to subscribe. And like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me. But I'm just a kid from Daniel. So until next time, take care, guys. Thank you for watching another video on the untouchable True School Sports Empire. We're here at the Hatanaka Boxing Gym in Nagoya, Japan. And for more great videos just like this one, make sure you guys click right here.